Hello everyone and welcome to my Pro Tournament results rundown for this past week of the LoLeSports scene. My name is NormStorm and I'll be your guide on every region across the globe. So that being said, let's dive right into it. Starting off as per usual with our North American LCS, the teams winning both of their matches were Phoenix 1, Cloud9, Team Solo Mid, and Echo Fox. For our overall standings, we can see that our top 6 teams in playoff positions are C9, Phoenix 1, FlyQuest, TSM, Fox, and Immortals. Dig is in 7th place, while our bottom 3 consists of Team Liquid, Counterlogic Gaming, and Envious. For our player of the game standings, these still actually aren't 100% updated yet, so there might be a couple TSM players meant to be in there, but we've currently got Hai, Jensen, Someday, Lorlo, Moon, Ryu, and Sven Skaren in the top. Now for the North American Challenger Series, we had Delta Fox beating Team Gates to take the current first place, while we had ties between the Big Gods Jackals, E United, Gold Coin United, and Temple Storm. As for the European Challenger Series, we don't actually know when that's going to start just yet. Now going over to Europe for their LCS, teams having a good time were G2 and Fnatic in Group A, and Unicorns of Love, Splice, and Vitality in Group B. For the overall standings, in Group A, the tie for 3rd has been broken, with Giants going to 4th, while in Group B, Unicorns and H2K have traded 1st and 2nd place, while the big 3-way tie for 3rd was broken with Vitality going to 4th and Origin going to 5th. For our player of the game standings, these are actually also not completely up to date as well, but we've got Helisang, Ignar, and Yankos currently recorded at 2, with Caps, Perks, Trick, Vizichachi, Wonder, and Sven recorded with 1. As for Korea, we've got the second week of the LCK where we actually only had 4 matches this week, where SKT beat Rox, Samsung beat MVP, KT beat Longzhu, and Barbecue beat Jin Air, while the other 6 matches LCK normally has in a week will be held next week. For our overall standings, we had Barbecue Olivers jumping up to 4th place while bumping down Africa, MVP, and Longzhu, while Jin Air have dipped down to dead last. For MVP point standings, our top players are currently Faker, Deft, Tempt, Ed, Crown, Haru, and Huni. Now this past week we've actually had no Korean Challenger Series, LPL, LSPL, or LMS, so we'll skip on right over to our ECS results, where Raze beat HQ Fighter, Yeti beat 228, J-Team 2 beat Cougar, and Non-HK beat Wings of Liberty. So for our overall standings, Wings of Liberty are no longer in the big tie for 1st, Non-HK have jumped up to tie HQ Fighter and Cougar in 5th place, which means 228 is now in dead last, 8th place, still looking to pick up a win. Now for our wildcard region, starting off with Brazil's CBLOL, we've got Red Canids beating Ints, and CNB beating Kaboom, with ties between Remo and Keed, as well as Operation Kino and Pain. For our overall standings, the Canids hold 1st place, while CNB and Pain are now tied for 2nd place, with Kaboom holding the final playoff spot. Likewise, we've got a big tie for 5th between Ints, Keed, Remo, and Kino. So if we take a look at Brazil's Challenger Series, as you can see their second week has already started, but where we're at this specific moment, it's Ints Genesis holding sole possession of 1st place, while Pro Gaming and T-Show are tied for 2nd. IDM and Ironhawk are tied for 4th, while Keep Gaming is in dead last. Moving onwards to Turkey, we've had another week at the TCL where teams with positive records were HWA Gaming, Galacticos, and Team Aurora. For our overall standings, Dark Passage, Fenerbahce, and Galatasaray have all moved down positions into the bottom 3, bumping up the likes of HWA Gaming, Galacticos, Crew Esports, and Team Aurora. This week we saw the introductory week of the CIS region's LCL, where the only team going 2-0 was Vega Squadron, while the only team going 0-2 is Rox. As for the teams going 1-1, we've got Gambit, M19, Navi, Team Just Alpha, Vevictus, and Virtus Pro. Hopping on over to the Oceanic region, we've got the second week of the OPL, where for our match results, we've got all 2-0 victories, with Avant-Garde over Sin, Legacy over Abyss, Direwolves over Exile 5, and Chiefs over Tainted Minds. So for our top 3 teams, we've got Legacy, Chiefs, and Direwolves, with Avant-Garde and Tainted Minds tying in 4th place, while the bottom 3 teams are Sin Gaming, Abyss Esports, and Exile 5. Now for our next little tidbit, we've got the results from Japan's LJL and Southern Latin America's CLS, where for Japan we had Scars beat 7th Heaven, Rampage beating Rascal Jester, and Detonation beating Unsold Stuff Gaming. For our overall standings, Detonation still holds 1st place while Unsold Stuff and Rampage are tied for 2nd. Rascal Jester holds 4th place while Scars and 7th Heaven hold the bottom 2 slots. As for the CLS's overall standings, after their round of matches, Azurus Gaming and The Last King still hold the top 2 slots. As for the rest of the teams, Furious and Halfnet are now tied for 3rd, while our bottom 2 teams are Rebirth and Chaos Latin Gamers. And lastly, for our Pro Tournament results, we've got the Northern Latin American regions LLN, with all of last week's results, as well as a match from this week, and by the time this video is uploaded, the second one will be finished. But anyways, our teams with positive win rates were Lion Gaming and Predators Esports, while for the overall standings, things are the exact same with the exception of the three-way tie for first being broken. For this week's Team of the Week, we've got Jerome, Audie, Nobody, White Lotus, and Choizix, with Audie winning this week's MVP award. And that'll do it for this week of our Pro Tournament Results Rundown. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. If you would like to know when more League of Legends news updates are uploaded, do not be afraid to subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter at NormStormLOL. And if you like the background music at all, you can send your compliments over to the creator Poorchoice over on his SoundCloud or Facebook. So thank you again so much for watching. If you'd like to further your support of the show, you're always free to leave a like, comment, or share to your heart's content. Don't forget to check out this week's LoL recap, and I'll see you guys in the future with some more League of Legends content.